Hi guys, welcome back to my non-existent channel that still has no subscribers except two. Whoever you two are, thank you. Anyways, um, I thought I'd make a video today about my current favorite skincare products, and I hope the lighting is better. I hope the sound is better. I know it's not going to be perfect because this camera has no proper microphone, and the microphone that it does have is really weird. When I go back to edit it, you can hear trees moving more than you can hear me, and I don't know if it was because I was talking really quietly, but yeah, the audio is not good at all, so please bear with me. I do want to get another camera, but it's so pricey, so it might be a birthday present to myself, but we'll see how that goes. I'm still debating. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk about my favorite skincare products. Um, Skincare is honestly something I'm really passionate about. As much as I am about makeup, I do believe that in order to have a flawless base, your skin needs to be in the best condition possible. Um, so to start off, I want to talk about my skin in particular and just make a disclaimer that I am not an esthetician, dermatologist, or any professional kind of person, to be honest. The only education I have is through my own personal research and through working at Sephora in the past. Um, and I was not doing skincare there. It's just because I was trying a bunch of stuff there. So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to disclaim that first. Secondly, my skin has always been really dry. It used to be normal, and now it's more dry as I'm getting older. And for the past, I'd say 1 or 2, maybe even 3 years, I've been dealing with really bad acne, which is so not ideal because I'm almost 27. Like, why do I have acne? But I never had it during like high school or when I was supposed to, I feel like, and then suddenly I turned 25, 24, and then I have acne everywhere. So that's kind of unfortunate, but I do want to just talk about that because I think skincare, or I mean, like, my skin has been something I'm struggling with right now. I do still have a lot of acne. There's times when I have it under control, and then it just like I wake up with like 3 new pimples, and right now I have like a volcano on my forehead, and it's so big. Like yesterday when I was looking at it in the mirror, like from the side, you can see it's like a big bump on my forehead. So if you can see it, then it says hello. So without further ado, let's get into skincare. Okay, so I don't want to kind of go over like my whole skincare process because I feel like it's always changing. I'm just gonna talk about stuff that's in rotation right now, and I don't use them all at once because you're definitely not supposed to. Again, do your own research, read reviews, try stuff out. Um, that's the good thing about makeup and skincare. You can try it out, but also be careful. Like, I don't want you guys to get rashes or anything. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid with B5. I really like this. This is actually my third or fourth bottle of this right now. I always get the bigger sizes, but this time I didn't, and I don't know why, because I'm running really low on it right now. But this is something I've been using for a while now. I feel like for someone with dry skin, this is really nice. Disclaimer though, I feel like I was using this wrong for a long time, and I think the best way to use this is if you haven't already. There's an airplane, and it's going to be louder than my voice. I'm going to shut the window. Okay, anyways. So with this, something I learned is that the best way to apply this is if you're applying it onto damp skin. So if I finish washing my face, I usually not pat it dry, or if I do pat it dry, I will be like really like gentle with how I pat my face dry, and then I'll apply toner, and then I'll apply this while my skin is still damp. And I've noticed that if you apply this onto dry skin, I feel like it's not doing much. And hyaluronic acid is, I think, something that naturally is within our skin. So when you're applying it with water, I just feel like it's more effective. That's just personally for me. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but I find it's something that's worked for me. Another good thing about this is that you can mix it in with a lot of other stuff, with any other ingredients. Hyaluronic acid is basically suitable for everybody. I don't think there's anyone that it wouldn't work on because it's just a good hydrating base. and it's really nice to apply after you wash your face and before moisturizers or serums. Oh, also, I totally forgot about this. I've mixed this into a foundation concealer before, and my dry skin loves it, so I do feel like it's multi-purpose as well. And since it's so ordinary, it's definitely affordable as well. So the next product, which is the second most used product of my Ordinary collection, I would say is the Retinol 1% in Squalene, also by the Ordinary. This is my second bottle of this. I was actually using the 0.5 Retinol before, but now I feel like my skin can take the 1%. On my last video, my first video that I filmed, I was actually doing like using a retinol treatment, which was this, and I had said about how my skin was peeling at that time, and that's something that retinol does. So retinol is really great for it's great for reducing any damages like uneven skin tone and aging. And there's not, it's not like broadcasted or advertised to help with acne, but this is something I have been using with a device I use at night, and I find that it has helped my acne over time. It hasn't definitely gone away, but I do feel like if I use this too much, I feel like my skin doesn't like it either. So when I do use it, it's really nice. Like it does peel your skin, which is kind of normal, which is why you should use it with a moisturizer. And I didn't in the past. I would kind of use it, and since it's an oily texture, I assumed it is hydrating my skin, but it is not. Retinol is actually kind of drying on me, so I would highly recommend using it with a moisturizer if you plan to do retinol treatment. And even if you don't have sensitive skin, I think this is something you should probably introduce into your routine at least 1 to 3 times a week instead of every day. I think I haven't used it at all this week, but there's some weeks I like to do on and off just because I like to use other stuff, and if I use like mix a bunch of ingredients together, my skin will not be happy at all. But I do like this a lot. I will definitely repurchase it. So lastly, this looks like a bunch of Ordinary products is all I use, but they're really good. I don't know if I said lastly, but this is definitely not the last product I'm going to be talking about. This is the Ordinary Lactic Acid, 5% with Hyaluronic Acid, also from the Ordinary. This is something this is my first bottle, so I haven't used too much of this. I'd say I got it maybe beginning of this year or maybe after that. I originally bought this because I heard this is really good to use with while microneedling, and I usually use hyaluronic acid when I'm microneedling. I know there's a lot of taboo about not doing that at home, but I feel like I am able to now because I have learned how to perfect it. So my skin actually really does like it. It does go through the whole peeling and whatever. I'm not going to talk about that. It has nothing to do with microneedling, but I had bought this originally intended to use for that, but I never had used it for that. I did buy this because lactic acid is a chemical exfoliant, and I think the whole market of skincare and beauty is getting over like the physical exfoliants with like the big scrubby beady ones, which is great because those are not good for your skin, and I'm guilty of using those. So that explains why my face is the way it is, probably. I don't know. But I do really like this. I feel like this is super lightweight. You don't really feel it on the skin, and I think it's really effective. I do feel like every time when my acne does kind of go away, it does leave a lot of discoloration, and I have a lot of uneven skin tone on my face, and I feel like this helps a lot with that. Another good thing is that it's super mild. I feel like this isn't something that would irritate your skin really soon. I do still recommend introducing into your skincare really slowly and not using it too much. And I still use it sparingly, even though I haven't had any bad reaction yet, but just because I feel like my skin is sometimes unpredictable. Like one day it'll like it, and then 2 months later it's like, no, I don't like it. So I'm still really careful with this. But overall, I've just used it like in and of itself. I used it last night, and I would advise that this is something you use in the evening. If you do use it in the morning, I would highly suggest wearing SPF with it, obviously, because I don't think a chemical exfoliant should be used during the day. I'm sure it could, but I don't technically. But yeah. Okay, the last Ordinary product, I promise, is the L-Ascorbic acid powder. This is my most recent purchase from the Ordinary, and this is something that is so hard to get. I was on the like remind me when it's in stock list of this from Sephora for months, and I totally forgot about it. And then I got the email one day saying it's in stock, and I'm like, what is that? And then I went back and realized that it's the topical powder I wanted. So basically what this is it's a powder that you can use to mix in with other products such as like your moisturizer or your hyaluronic acid. I know you're not supposed to mix this with like niacinamide. I think that's the only thing that it says not to, but I probably wouldn't mix this with lactic acid or retinol. I haven't. I don't know if you could, but I haven't personally. I've mixed this mostly with moisturizers and hyaluronic acid, nothing else. I did see through the reviews that some people are using this on their bodies, and when you search like vitamin C on Sephora's page, this does come up as one of them, but it's not like sold as a vitamin C, so I'm not sure. But yeah, this does give a little tingle to your face the first time I use it. It still does. I don't use it as often. I kind of forget because I'm careful about what products I use back to back with each other so I can avoid getting like a rash or a reaction, a chemical burn, because I can get those a lot if I'm not careful. But yeah, this is really good. It does last a long time. It comes with a little scoop also. I think the only downside is like it's a powder. Like I don't like the concept of it. I feel like it's a little messy. But I also think the fact that it's a powder is also, in a way, this probably doesn't make sense. It's also a positive thing about this because it'll last you forever. Um, but I do think this is really nice for brightening also. I have been using this and to replace my vitamin C because I'm running out of my vitamin C, and I thought while before I purchase another one, this would be something I'd put in. Like I said, this isn't advertised as a vitamin C, like really, but that's what I'm using it as because I noticed it's really good at brightening. Okay, so my camera conveniently decided to die, so I had to switch over to my iPhone, and this is probably not ideal at all, but I didn't want to wait for it to charge because I don't know how long it would take, and I'm pretty sure the lighting's going to change since the side of my bedroom's lighting kind of goes crappy after mid-afternoon. So that's why I decided to change it. And I had almost only 2 more products to talk about, so I thought I would just speed this up. Anyways, I was talking about the INKEY list, I don't know how to pronounce this, Succinic acid treatment. This is something I bought only based off like Instagram or TikTok. I don't have TikTok, like you know how TikToks are posted on Instagram. But this is something I bought based off someone's recommendation. Who was it? I have no idea who they were, which I feel so bad for, but it's something I saw on my For You page a lot. This is something as advertised as being a spot treatment that can be used under makeup. I've only used it under makeup once, and what this really is it's like a green. Let me see if I can show you. It's like a green color, so I can see why it'd be really nice under your makeup. It also doesn't smell bad at all, which is really nice. So yeah, this has salicylic acid, and it is like, yeah, broadcasted as a targeted treatment, and it's really hydrating, and this is something that I find that's really rare with like products that are targeted for acne, because I feel like acne is usually products that are used for acne or to correct acne are usually drying. So with someone like me that has dry skin, it makes me dry, and I'm dry already, so it's just not a good time at all. Um, so I found this to be really helpful. I do kind of forget to use it sometimes. I'm really kind of wary about mixing a lot of products because I know it's not good to mix a bunch of ingredients together, and I have been doing a lot of masks lately. And to be honest, I don't wear makeup as much, so I'm not planning to put this under makeup. I did use it for a spot I had on my chin here, and it really helped. Right now it's just like a dark spot, which happens to all my acne, but it's no longer a pimple, which is good. So I think I have this to thank for that, to be honest. And the INKEY list is also like the Ordinary. It's really cheap, and it's on Sephora as well. Although everything is so hard to get because it's always sold out. And they are actually a brand that I want to try more stuff from. I did also buy their apple cider treatment. It's supposed to be like not a dupe, but like something that's also like the AHA BHA peeling treatment from the Ordinary, which isn't sold in Canada. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure maybe it has something to do with
are like not FDA, like something guidelines. They don't allow the ingredients here. I'm not sure, but I've tried to buy it here and they just do not sell it in Canada at all, which is not cool, but they don't. Lastly, before my phone just stops recording me, is an eye cream. I'm crazy about eye creams. I know people don't think eye creams are worth it or they do anything, but I truly do. I have gotten filler in the past just once because I do have really sunken in eyes. I do find that it was really helpful, and I do deal with a lot of under eye lines, and I found that it helped with that also. Dark circles are hereditary in my family, so I'll always have dark circles. Mine just happens to be the darkest because I'm an insomniac. But I do find there's times when it's better, but they're always there anyways. And I've tried so many eye creams, and I think eye creams are one thing that I actually don't mind splurging on, which is so weird because nobody likes eye creams. Like everybody talks about how they're not important, but I love eye creams. Like I've been using them since I was 19 because I had wrinkles. Because I used to deal with really bad allergies, and I have like vivid memories of just rubbing my eyes and giving myself wrinkles. So they're all just still there, to be a constant reminder for that. Anyways, I think this is one of the most expensive eye creams I've bought, to be honest, and it was on my list for years, so I finally bought it for myself like a while ago, and there's still so much in here if I can show you. But yeah, this is from the ALGENIST. Not ALGENIST, it's from ALGENIST. It's called the Complete Eye Renewal Balm. I think this was like $85 or $90 to be honest, and there's like 15 mil in here, which is not a lot at all. I've spent more on eye creams than I have on foundation, which is so sad, but I really like this. It's not as like emollient as other eye creams I've used. I feel like this is really nice because it's not as heavy. In the past, I have used like even eye oils like the Cora Noni eye oil because I felt like since my the skin around my eyes are so dry, I always felt like I just need to put more and more on. But over time, I kind of felt like my makeup would look so cakey under it, even though it was so hydrating. Which my makeup didn't set really nice with this, but I find that with this, my concealer and my powders really do look nice. I can see if I can show you right now. I mean, my under eyes aren't perfect, but I feel like it's better than it was before. Um, it also depends on what concealers and powders I use, of course, but I do feel like this is really good if you're just looking for like a solid eye cream. And I use this both during day and night if I can remember to use it. I'm more lazy with skincare now that it's like quarantine because I'm like, why? Which I shouldn't. I know it's bad, but I do really like this. And I think if it's something that you want to splurge on, I would recommend it. I don't recommend this to anybody though because it's $90. Who's gonna pay for that? But I think it's really nice. If you're not one to use on eye creams, then I don't think it's something you should run out and go get. But if you like eye creams like I do, then yeah, I highly recommend. Anyways, this video is going to be longer than my first one, and I wanted to keep all these videos short, so I'm sorry for blabbering. Hopefully the quality, audio, everything is better. I tried to speak louder, but I know that's not of much help, and I hope the whole change of from camera to iPhone is not too disturbing or too bothersome. Anyways, thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.